7:45 back here on BT. It's time to take you to the movies. Julian Assange calling this a geriatric snooze fest. Let's talk about this one.
Wow, there are a few bright spots in this one, namely Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays Julian Assange, the Wikileaks founder. And for all the compelling drama and subtext to this story, it was sadly lacking in this film. But let's get a look.
But if we could find one moral man, one whistleblower, someone willing to expose those secrets, that man could topple the most powerful and most repressive of regimes.
There you have it.
Thor took this one in with you. I can say it is anything but a snooze fest, but this movie is just downright frantic. Too much, too quick, and it's hard to take in because, yes, what played out in the news is a compelling storyline, but didn't do it on the big screen.
So disappointed with this movie. Bill Condon directed it, and he's completely misfiring the pacing in every part. And I don't know if you noticed this too. There's this sequence he does with this metaphorical room that is supposed to be sort of the literal translation of the WikiLeaks office. You've got this empty sort of warehouse where all these desks are, and they kept using these bizarre, that's sort of part of it there, they kept using these bizarre sequences to really get their message across, and it really fell flat for me. Cumberbatch is a shining light in this movie. I think he's great as Assange, but the rest of the characters were very one-dimensional.
Yeah, you know what, Cumberbatch is the saving grace. A lot of moral dilemmas in the movie when it comes to American politics, how news is gathered, and yes, there is something to be said for the value of the movie. Acting is good, but there's no clear villain, and when you have such a frantic pacing all the way through, it's hard to stay connected to the characters, and I think it fell flat for me. Going to throw out 2 mallets for the Fifth Estate.
Yeah, I echo what you're saying about the villain. For such a compelling story, I was just really sad that they didn't tell me why I should care about this. It didn't really, you know, sort of expose the gravity of the story. For me, there's a superior documentary called We Steal Secrets by Alex Gibney. You have to check out. That's a far better film. I'm going to echo what you gave it and going with 2 hammers.
2 hammers for the Fifth Estate. Maybe what we could call an Oscar bust.
Yes.
On the whole, but Cumberbatch is good. Maybe he'll get a nomination for his performance. Thanks for sharing another one out this weekend.
Okay, this is a comedy with a romantic subtext to it that involves sex addiction. It stars Mark Ruffalo and Gwyneth Paltrow. It sort of centers around Ruffalo and Tim Robbins and Josh Gad. They're all in therapy for sex addiction. They all have their own set of stories to tell. This actually works on a superficial level. It's got some charming performances from the leads. It's got a great cast. It doesn't really delve as deeply into the issue as you would want it to, say like Shane with Michael Fassbender, and the script could have used a little bit of polish, but that being said, the female characters are very strong in this one. I liked all the acting. They relied a little too much on Josh Gad's sort of physical comedy in some of the parts, but that being said, at the end of the day, I can recommend this film. It maybe takes a thorny issue and a very personal one and exposes it to the mainstream, so I appreciated that about it. It just wasn't, you know, anything great. Pink is also in this movie too. She's got some good acting chops.
Oh, hello. How many hammers?
I'm going to drop 3 out of 5 on Thanks for Sharing. I did like some things about this movie.
Saw a glimpse of Pink right there.
There you go.
Okay, let's go back over to Hawaii. Don and Kyle working very hard for us this morning.